I'm coming to you today to talk about a subject that is pretty touchy, and I don't want to come across as someone who's being like, hey, I told you so, and I definitely don't want to come across as some self-righteous, almighty, pious animal. I'm coming to you from a place of love, but more importantly, a place where I know because I've been there. So nothing that I ever talk about is anything that I've never been through in my own life. So I'm talking about, um, it's not even procrastination. It's more like urgency, or more like, is it something that you actually want? And I think that this is a question that needs to sit with you. You know, when you say you want to lose weight, for example, I mean, do you really want to lose weight? Or if you say, let's say like me, for example, I was diagnosed about 25 years ago with hypothyroidism, and it was so bad that the doctors wanted to prescribe me something at a high dosage that I would have presumably have had to stay for the rest of my life. And I remember speaking to the doctor and I said, I'm gonna have a pill for the rest of my life. And he was just straight up, yeah, this is something that you just don't cure. Unfortunately, this is a disease that happens in people, and certain people, and is irreversible. And I just remember while he was talking, how I'm thinking of key words that he's saying: that can't, irreversible. It's almost like a predisposition, and so on and so forth. And in my mind, while he was talking, all I heard at that point was wow, 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 because I knew that I was going to do something immediately, literally, like coming out of the doctor's office to see what I can do to get this thing done. So I did heavy research. I went into a lot of medical journals, which, by the way, some of these doctors don't keep up to date with. But I went into some journals, and then I went into some natural remedies, and I just did a crazy, crazy deep dive into how the human body works. Physiology, biology, chemistry 101, just, how things work in your body, what triggers what precedes what. And long story short, 25 years ago, I do not have hypothyroidism. I have not been on any medication, literally. So when he prescribed it, I just never even took it. And the point I'm trying to make here is that there was an urgency inside of me, a resolution in my mind, being resolute that I will not succumb to this quote unquote disease. And there are a lot of people who, that was an extreme. I got other examples of other diseases or cancerous things that happen in one's life that I was able to just squelch, And it's not that it's easy. It's a decision that you make today, right now. And, I speak with a lot of people, and, in my line of work, between advertising and between the whole physical fitness and martial arts, my thing is I know that people can do a lot of things for themselves, and I'm there to help and guide them, and even give them information so that they can kind of get on the right path. And I know I've had a lot of people, who were heavy, heavy. And again, for whatever the reason was, it could be because they had a low thyroid. It could be because, they went into a season of depression and, just ate a lot. It could be because their metabolism is slow, again, because of something. Nothing just happens because it happens. There's always something preceding it. And I remember many times, many times, I would tell people, okay, you want to lose weight, this is what we're going to do. And I usually use the word we're going to do, because whatever it is they're going to go through, I try to go in it with them. And I could tell right off the rip, like literally within seconds of communicating with them, whether they're going to actually do it or not. And, like people talk about willpower, like, man, I just don't have the same willpower like you. I just don't have that same willpower. And I in my experience, I don't equate that to willpower. I equate it to want. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to cure this disease? Do you want to be better? Do you want to be healed? If you do not want it, it just won't happen. So I would tell people, like, listen, in 30 days, that's a month. In 30 days from now, for example, if someone wanted to lose weight, I would tell them within 30 days from now, you and I do what we're supposed to do. I would help you. And in 30 days, you are going to look back in the mirror and you are going to be unrecognizable. You are going to be so much healthier. You are going to have so much more vitality. And I would tell them this believing that it's true, because there have been people who have taken me up on that offer and actually have lost weight and went on to get ripped and muscular and all sorts of beautiful things. But I would tell them that, and you know what the answer is? And this is where I know. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna start Monday. Definitely I'm gonna start Monday. I have a party this weekend and I already know it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They don't have the want. They don't have the urgency to actually do it. At the end of the day, there's no doctor, there's no person, including myself, that's going to want to be able to jump into your life to help you. Ultimately, you have to do it. You gotta go into, so like I can look at somebody and even for their profession, for example, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor when I grow up. Okay, cool. So, what are you learning now? To get, oh, no, I'm going to learn that in college and then I'm going to, yeah, I know, but you want to be a doctor, right? Can you go on YouTube and can you maybe just buy some medical books? Can you start learning like all of the 101s now? Yeah, I know, but I'm going to learn that in school and then I know, but if you want it, can't you just learn now? And then go into the profession through education and everything when the time comes? You can learn stuff now, today, this very moment. The want has to be an insatiable appetite to want to do or accomplish whatever it is that you want to do or accomplish. If you do not have the desire, the want, it will not happen. I don't care what on planet Earth moves you. If you do not want it, you will not get it. And so here's the thing. It's not a matter of wanting and then getting. Some things take a long time. There's still a lot of things that I want. Now, I vigorously work towards those wants every day, almost every second. And some things just take time. But it doesn't negate the want. It doesn't negate the fact that I put in all of my time, my studying, my efforts into getting whatever that point B is. And sometimes the point B is close, and sometimes the point B is further. Either way, you have to be the catalyst to get to the point B. And it's not something that you do on your spare time and you're lackadaisical about it, and maybe I'll do it Wednesday and maybe this weekend. No. You got to be so hungry. Like when this doctor told me about my thyroid, literally at that moment in my brain, I was already thinking I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble. I'm going to start reading books. I bought books. I'm going to go to some experts and find out what they have to say. I'm going to go on YouTube and find out, just the rudimentary basic stuff. People who have been through this, people who have accomplished X, Y, Z. And I went on an onslaught of just learning and growing and learning. And not just learning, but then applying and testing. I became my own subject. But the point is that I went in with a want, a desire, a hunger to heal myself. No doctor, no person, no circumstance was going to stop me from healing myself. And this is the difference between people who 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, said that they wanted to lose weight, they wanted to heal themselves, they wanted to get better at this, they wanted to work towards a profession, whatever it is, and then just never did it. Just never did it. The want wasn't there, the desire wasn't there. And yes, you can be amped for a day, you can be amped for a week about what you're gonna do and be overzealous. But the truth of the matter is, hard work is hard work. And some things are just gonna take longer, and some things, again, like, can change literally overnight. But the decision happens right now. The want, the desire happens like right now. And you got to live off of that desire. Forget about the passion that you have for XYZ. Forget about passion and all that nonsense. We're talking about the want, the desire, the must in your life. And so 25 years later, no hypothyroidism. I'm 54 years old. I feel as healthy as I've ever, literally I feel stronger, faster, more agile, much more smarter than I was at 25 years old. This is not something that happens because it's genetics. This is not something that happens because it's an accident. This is not something that happens because I willed it to be. It happens because you actively have to make it happen. And so I'm telling all of you guys here in this video, listen, make a decision right now, today. Yeah, but my favorite foods and the sugar just drives me. I have to have this. The alcohol just calls me. The joint, I have to have a joint in order to mellow myself out, to be into another state so that I can be. Man, if you got to do all these things, it's never going to happen. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's just not going to happen. Happening means it happens right now, this very second. The mindset changes, it shifts, and it happens now. And then everything you do from now until the time it's accomplished is what makes you who you are. So, like I said, there's still tons of things that I need to accomplish, that I want to accomplish, but I'm accomplishing it day by day, minute by minute, second by second now, because I already made the decision. And I use my days, just like you, 24 hours a day, to go towards that. So when I see someone who has all of this extra time, spending it on watching this and doing that and all of the things that is the antithesis of what they originally said they wanted to do, I know that person truly does not want to change. So that person who said they wanted to stop alcohol, they don't want to. That person who said, man, I know I gotta stop smoking, they don't want to. That person who says, man, I just know I gotta stop putting certain foods in my mouth, they don't want to. That person who says, man, I'm just gonna start training, I know I just gotta, they don't want to. Why? Because their actions don't show it, okay? Now, I'm saying actions. Results, like I said, may vary. When that happens, that's a variable. But the want, the doing, that's now. And if you're not doing now, you don't want it. Don't lie to yourself and the people around you. You don't want it. Okay? No doctor should be able to tell you, like, hey, this is what you're gonna do. No person, your mom, your dad, your whoever, shouldn't be around you and telling you, your sister, your brother, your grandfather, your whoever, shouldn't be telling you, okay, this is what you're gonna do. No! You gotta be the one that wants to do it. You gotta be the one. Not waiting for somebody to give you some pass to do something. You gotta be the one. And if you don't do it, that means you just don't want to. In your mind, you're better off in this whatever situation that you're in. And then you're gonna live like that, depressed, despondent, and you're gonna feel a sense of insecurity. And this thing just starts to decline really fast, really hard. And it's unfortunately nobody's fault. And again, don't mistake in doing and result. Like, that's not what I'm saying. The result takes time. I'm talking about just doing and be consistent in doing. Do it, learn it, grow in it, be in it, like entrench yourself in it, whatever that is, in order for you to get the output that you want. And if that output has a wall like this, well, keep on breaking that wall, because no one is going to fight for your life more than you. And if you're not even fighting for it, this is what happens. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you think that I'm wrong, just comment below, and I'm curious and I would love to have a dialogue. And if you think that this was motivational, then great, because that's what it was supposed to be, motivational. I don't put anything in the hands of anybody else in my life, anybody else. I'm going to do it myself, with or without the help of anybody, because I don't want crutches. All right? Hope this message encouraged you. Peace.